get it going, yeah, right now. We can get it going, yeah, right now. Big dreams in a small town. I leveled up, they need to pipe down.
Yeah, what's up, my people? On here with this sports talk again. It was a couple of games I was catching today, NBA games. The first game, it was a pretty decent game, but the second game, Lakers and Timberwolves, they battled it out. Lakers end up getting the win. Lakers started to put their foot on their neck in that third quarter and into the fourth quarter. So Lakers are doing better in the third quarter. Austin Reeves had another big night. He hit the game-winning shot. He's still leading his team like he's supposed to while Luka and LeBron is out. And so we seen some good things. For Vanderbilt, I still see some mistakes here and there. It's just like when he's not efficient or getting buckets on offense, then what can you need him for? What do you need him for? It's like defensively when he's not getting nothing going. Defensively when he's not getting nothing going, Vanderbilt, it just seems like he's has no use on the floor at the moment. So that was some key things I've seen. Jake LaRavia had an awesome game. Seen him knock down some threes. I was talking about him. This is a guy that can add a lot to the Lakers, and I like what he was doing out there on the floor. I like how this team was active on defense without Marcus Smart in the game. And it was some other things I liked from DeAndre Ayton. He had a monster night. It was a play where he knocked Rudy Gobert over. Like this is the type of center we need, that we bring in. The type of center we bring in to compete. That's the type of center you need. You want him to be aggressive. At the beginning of the season, I was like, I don't even know if this is gonna work, but he started to pick it up really quick, like throughout the season so far. Lakers get a dub. They respond after losing the other night. I just thought we should have got that game the other night. And then shout out to the Timberwolves. They did play hard to the end. It got close. They cut it close, and they just couldn't pull it off. They had some injured players out as well, so they did some good things. Julius Randle, when he gets to the basket, it just seemed like, man, can nobody stop him? And the thing about him is he was always aggressive for getting to the basket, but his shot has gotten better. Like last year, you saw his shot get tremendously better. So that makes him a dangerous player. And they had some other guys that stepped it up for him as well. Mike Conley with his defense. And I'm checking here. I'm about to check some of the some box score things. Like, comment, and subscribe. Okay, the game I checked out earlier before this Laker game came on was Cleveland and Boston. Man, Cleveland, they had a good start of the season, but it's like Cleveland, they come and go like in against Boston, and I just don't understand why Cleveland come and go. So I want to check this box score for that Cleveland and Boston game. They have trouble with Boston for some reason. Boston has some injuries. Jason Tatum is not playing, and Jason Tatum is out, and they have some other guys out as well. And Cleveland just couldn't get over the hump. Okay, let's check some box scores. You got Hunter for Cleveland. He has 18 points, 5 from 17 from the field, 30 minutes. He had 6 rebounds. 3 from 12 from 3. He had a bad shooting night from 3. Then you got Jared Allen. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds. You would like to see more rebounds out of him. You know, he's a shot blocker and a rebounder, so he wasn't aggressive on the boards tonight. So you would like to see more of that out of him. He was 4 from 7 from the field. He played 25 minutes, had 1 assist. Mobley, he had 19 points, 7 from 19 from the field, 2 from 8 from the 3. It just looked like Cleveland couldn't get it from 3-pointer. They was off from 3 tonight. So that looks like the difference maker between the game. And then it looks like their bench is not giving them very much production. Mitchell, he has 15 points. Usually he'll have more than that. It was an off night for him. 15 points, 32 minutes, and not a good Mitchell game tonight. 5 from 12 from the field, 5 from 9 for 3. He was all right from 3, but I just thought he usually put up more points. But I guess it was more of a team effort tonight. But the bench was the difference maker with Cleveland. You got Tyson. He had 19 points, 2 from 5 from 3-pointer, 8 of 11 from the field. Yeah, they just had a rough 3-point shooting night, and then the bench didn't give them anything. Jaylen Brown was the difference maker in this game for Boston. He had 30 points in 32 minutes, and it looked like they had production off their bench as well. You know, you had from minute, you have 11 points, 2 from 6 from 3, 4 from 9 from the field. I don't know how you pronounce his name, Minute. And then you had Quetta. He had 10 points, 13 rebounds. He was aggressive on the boards, 0 from 1 for 3, 3 from 5 from the field. And White, he had an off night for Boston. He was 5 from 20 from the field, 3 from 12 from 3. Had a terrible shooting night, but he wasn't efficient, but managed to come up with 19 points for Boston. Jaylen Brown, as I told you, he had 30. Pritchard, he had 10 points. Not much production out of him. 4 from 13 from the field, 1 from 8 for 3, 3 rebounds, 10 assists. So the difference maker was Jaylen Brown carrying this team and the bench. It's not acceptable for Cleveland to let the bench outscore your bench, and their starting lineup is not all the way there. They don't have Jason Tatum, and they got some other guys out as well. Like, it's not acceptable for Cleveland. I think Cleveland is better than that. Cleveland was a good team last year for majority of the season, and then they got bounced out of the playoffs. So Cleveland, I don't know what it is with this team. It seems like when the intensity is raised, they just can't get over the hump. So let's go back to the Lakers in their box score. And that's just a game I caught tonight. Lakers and Timberwolves, and I caught the Cleveland Cavaliers in Boston. And we're going to go to the Lakers and Timberwolves game, the box score. Okay, for the Lakers, Rui, he had 7 points. Rui Hachimura had 7 points, 7 from 14 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. Hasn't been shooting the ball as well lately. He had 5 rebounds. You want more rebounds from him. Vanderbilt had 3 points. What I was saying earlier, if he's not defending well, then you're not getting much production out of him, because offensively he made a mistake in the game offensively, and you're not getting much points out of him. But rebounding, he did all right. So I wouldn't say no production. You got some rebounding out of him. but you will want him to see. You will want him to be a scorer. You know what I'm saying? In tight times when we need buckets, because he had some times where he has hit some threes. So you would like to see Vanderbilt hitting some shots as well sometimes when we need him. It just, when he's offensively and defensively, when he's not that hound, at the end of the game, when I seen it, then it just don't look like he has much production. But he did have some rebounds, so we can give him that. Jake LaRavia had 27 points. This is probably the best night I've seen out of him. He was 5 from 6 from three. It was nice from 3-pointer range. 10 from 11 from the field. He had a nice shooting night. He was hot. And you got Aiden still playing good ball. 7 points, 35 minutes. He had 10 rebounds, 8 of 11 from the field. And of course, he won't have threes. He's not a 3-point shooter. He's the center. So you would like to see him getting rebounds. And he had a solid game. Aiden's been solid for us so far. And he has the mid-range on. We haven't seen that from a center that out of the Lakers, where an actual center that the Lakers had, like, that had it going on from mid-range in a long time. Like, we really haven't had a true center, really, but a center that can have it going on from the mid-range and not just bodying and backing down. We can take that. Yeah, I seen some things where they tried to let the Timberwolves creep back in the game. You know, the Timberwolves can get real hot, and when they get real hot, there's nothing you can do. So you want to take them. You want to have your foot on their necks constantly. I thought the Lakers should have ended this a little earlier, but they let them in the game with some mental mistakes. Let's go to Minnesota's box score. Julius Randle, he was holding down for him, had 33 points, 4 from 7 from 3. He's been a better shooter, 3-point shooter, 5 rebounds, 36 minutes. McDaniels, he can light it up. He was the one I was worried about. Majority of that fourth quarter, he had some big shots as well. He's the one that, when none of them is scoring, he's the one they're going to count on to get them buckets. And he had 30 points along with Julius Randle, 41 minutes. He played a lot of minutes, 11 from 19 from the field, 3 from 4 from 3. He had a good shooting night, rebounding, 7 rebounds. Gobert, 9 points, 6 rebounds. You would like to see him more aggressive down there, but he was getting bodied by Aiden on offense. It was a play, man. He just bumped Aiden out. I mean, Aiden bumped Rudy Gobert out the way. Like, I was surprised. So I'm like, we seeing what we need to see out of DeAndre Ayton as a Lakers fan. Conley, he had 8 points, 28 minutes. You want to see more production out of him. 3 from 6 from the field, 2 from 4 from 3. So yeah, the Timberwolves, not much production off their bench. Seem like the guys, their starting guys played a lot of minutes. I guess you had to play them a lot of minutes while you got guys out. So maybe they was gassed towards the end of the game and had to find ways to try to creep back in the game. I'm going to go over some scores that I see out of some other games. I'm not going to go deep in the box scores, but maybe we can look at some scores and kind of break something down. You got the Hawks. They get the win over the Nets. Rockets 139-121. So the Rockets has been rolling. I do want to take a look at the Rockets because they've been rolling. They're 2-2. They looked it nice. 139-121. Durant scores 31. So you getting what you need out of Durant for that team. Then you got the Magic. Magic lost to the Pistons 135-116. Bulls won against the Kings. So the Kings, man, they continue to drop the ball, man. I don't understand. For the roster they have, they keep losing these games. It was 126-113 the Bulls win. Mavs lost 107-105. And Mavs injuries is still haunting this team. Now you have I seen where they had AD had an injury, and then Cooper Flag, he has an injury, but Cooper Flag did play 15 points, 35 minutes, and then you got Davis. Davis had 4 points, 7 minutes. So I'm thinking that's his injury is why he only had 4 points. So you're not getting much production. And then Klay Thompson has 5 points, 22 minutes. Christie, 10 points. So you're not getting much production out of the starting lineup on the Mavs. And that could be concerning for them. But they did get some production off the bench in some way, but not enough in the starting lineup. And they end up dropping. Well, Mavs did win this game, though. They won against the Pacers. So, and Pacers are 0-4, shockingly. That's crazy because they battled it out with OKC the other night. So the Mavs get the win, but yeah, Mavs had some injuries, and they're 2-3. But I'm just looking at the box score. They could have lost this game. Not much production from their starting lineup. So they was very fortunate to win this game. So they got a couple of players that made a difference off the bench for the Mavs, but they did get the game. Shout out to the Mavs for doing their thing. And I just wanted to come on here and chime it up and talk sports. Hit that like button. Subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Go to YouTube and subscribe and share this page. I hope y'all enjoying y'all night. I'm out of here, man. Peace.
We can get it going, yeah, right now. We can get it going, yeah, right now. Big dreams in a small town. I leveled up, they need to pipe down.